pushing up the sky. The genre is drama, play, to be acted. What does it mean, play, teacher? It means to be acted out by some people or animals, etc. A drama uses dialogues, characters, and a plot, events. What do you mean by this? I mean that the drama uses dialogues. I mean the things or the sayings or what the persons are going to say during a play. Okay? During a play or in a movie or in a series or in a short skit. So dialogues, it's what do they say. Characters, I mean by characters, it's the people, the persons, maybe animals also involved. And a plot. Plot, I mean by a plot, it's like events. What's happening in this play? Or what is happening in this series? What is happening in this movie? Plot, events. So always, whenever we are watching a drama, always drama uses dialogues, okay, characters, and a plot. Author's purpose. What do you mean by author's purpose? When we talk about why we or someone else writes something, we call it the author's purpose. Why did he write this play or this story? Okay? Why did the author write this story? To entertain. Why did he write Pushing Up the Sky story? To entertain. Vocabulary. Antlers. Imagined. Narrator. Overhead. Poked. Languages. What do we call these branching, bony growths on this animal, on this deer? What do we call them? We call them antlers. We call them antlers. What do we mean by antlers? We mean by antlers bony, branching growths on the head of a male deer or elk. Antlers.
Yippee!
Imagined. Made a picture or idea of something in your mind. Languages. Human speech. Spoken or written. Spoken or written. Languages. Human speech. It's how they communicate between each other. This is a narrator. Can you see this wise narrator sitting here in this chair? The old woman? Yes, the person who tells a story. What do we mean by a narrator? The person who tells a story. Overhead. What do we mean by overhead? Can you see this plane that is overhead the boy? Overhead, it means up high, on high, above. Poked. What do we mean by poked? Poked, it means pushed with force, pushed against someone or something, pushed against someone or something. He is pushing the button. Let's practice. What is this? You are going to guess the words that are covered by the blue dots. The on the elk were so big, I couldn't believe he could hold his head up. So what should be in this blank here? Yes, it's antlers. The beach was much more beautiful than she, in her mind, than she what? Bravo, imagined. There are many different spoken around the world. What do we speak? Languages, yes. The told the story about the king and the queen. Who told the story? The narrator. The plane was so loud, I couldn't hear my friend talking. So the plane, where was the plane? Yes, overhead. She, my arm, so hard that I had a bruise the next day. What did she do to her arm? She poked the other's arm. Bravo, bravo, my smart students. And here's another thing I prepared for you. This is a worksheet. You are going to see it on your team application wall. Okay? Enjoy reading it, learning it, and practicing it. It has it has every vocabulary definition and the questions. Here is a summary of the Native American made up story. This Native American story comes from the Snohomish people, whose chiefs and villagers were upset that the sky was so low, and they were constantly bumping their heads or getting things lost in the sky. They decide anonymously to push up the sky and succeed in doing so by pushing all together using long poles. I need also to mention that this is an imaginary story. It's a made-up story, my lovely students. It's not a real story. It's a made-up story, imaginary one. These Native Americans, okay, they were very famous. Snohomish people, they were very famous in carving totem poles. They were carving totem poles to tell their history. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the lesson.